Hello ANA Flywheel members. Welcome to San Francisco. My name is Geoff and I'd like to give you a tour of my garage. So I have been a motorcycle enthusiast for 20 years and I've been riding electric motorcycles for 10 years. I have two Italian motorcycles that I'd love to show you today. Motorcycling has many different aspects that people enjoy, and I think these two motorcycles show two very different aspects of motorcycling. I hope you enjoy them. Come on in. So I have for you a 2022 Energica Eva Ribelle and a 1998 MOTO GUZZI California. Come on, let's take a closer look. So this is my 1998 MOTO GUZZI California. I bought this motorcycle 6 months ago for the purpose of teaching myself more mechanics skills. It was running when I bought it, but I've put a lot of work into it since then. The MOTO GUZZI California was designed by MOTO GUZZI in conjunction with the Los Angeles Police Department to build a police cruiser motorcycle. And this version has been adapted for normal people to ride. It has the classic MOTO GUZZI V-twin with 1,100 cc's. It has a shaft drive to the rear. It has an interesting feature. The brake is interlinked. It does both the rear brake and one of the front disc brakes as well. And my favorite feature of this motorcycle is the dash. It's a very elegant dash. It's also very comfortable to ride. I have both of the factory saddlebags, hard case saddlebags for touring. I feel very cool whenever I ride this motorcycle. It's very stylish and tough. It's fun to ride. So this is the Energica Eva Ribelle, built by Energica in Modena, Italy. Energica makes the fastest and longest range electric motorcycles in the world. They started in 2010 building electric race motorcycles. And they were the provider for the Moto E single make racing service, racing circuit from 2018 to 2022. And Ducati is taking over with their new electric bike in 2023. So I really love the aggressive styling of this motorcycle, and the trellis frame makes many people at first glance think that it's a Ducati. At the heart of it, we have this 126 kilowatt motor, which produces 169 horsepower and 163 foot-pounds of torque, which makes this thing a real beast. It goes 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. The bulk of the motorcycle is the battery pack, which is here. This is a 21.5 kilowatt hour battery pack, giving it a range of about 120 miles, depending on how fast you ride. It has a motor controller up here under the tank, and there's a liquid cooling system that cools the motor and the controller with the same system. It has a chain drive and Marchesi forks and Brembo brakes. It also has a Bosch ABS and traction control system lean sensitive traction control. So sort of all the amenities that you would expect from a superbike. It does have a small radiator for the liquid cooling system. The battery is air-cooled, however, which is one of the disadvantages of this motorcycle. If you ride and then charge and then ride again, each of those steps, riding increases the heat of the battery, charging adds heat to the battery. If you repeat that cycle several times in the same day, the battery continues to get hot and it takes longer to charge. There is a gearbox. It's a single ratio gear. It's not a selectable gear that just transfers the power from the motor through the gears to the shaft, which goes to the chain on the other side. So as you can see, there's no clutch and there's no gear selector. You don't have to worry about that. You are always in the perfect gear and you always have all of the torque available whenever you want it. It's really fun coming out of corners and getting exactly the torque that you want, exactly when you want it. And it does have a charging port under the seat here. So this is a DC charge connector supporting up to 22 kilowatts of charging speed, which will let you go from about 20% to about 80% charge in under 30 minutes. I have, and this has mounts for touring bags. It's not really a touring motorcycle, but I have taken it on a 3-day, 800-mile trip. I had to plan my stops very carefully to make sure I had charging stations. But it's a joy to ride and very cheap on fuel. All right, that's the Ribelle. I hope you enjoyed it. A lot of people ask why ride electric motorcycles. There are a lot of disadvantages compared to a gas motorcycle. You have reduced range, you take a lot longer to recharge, and they tend to be a lot more expensive. For me, motorcycling is about freedom. And riding electric amplifies that feeling of freedom for me. There's just a lot less in my way. I feel, without the noise of a gas engine, I feel more connected to my environment. The smoothness that electric power gives, particularly at any RPM, makes me feel very connected to the road and like I can dial in the power exactly when I want it. It's really exhilarating and really refreshing to ride. If you get a chance to ride an electric bike, I hope you try it and I hope you like it. So I hope you enjoyed the tour of my garage. Thank you, ANA Flywheel members, and I'll hope to see you later.